Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today for the show is Shomik, who's joining us from Vadodara, and Shubhayan, and of course Rohit Juglan will also join us from Harare ahead of India's Under 19 World Cup campaign. But today, if we talk about cricket, the biggest thing to talk about is obviously the Virat Kohli mania in Vadodara. Of course, it's happening now that Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are only playing one format everywhere they go. It's almost as if the city has woken up to to something bigger than life, to a phenomenon. But Shomik, tell us about what the practice session was like today. It's hasn't started yet. It starts at 5:30, but you got an early glimpse because Virat Kohli decided to come to practice early, as he did back in the last series as well, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Virat Kohli turned up around 3:30, a couple of hours before the team's scheduled practice session, which is at 5:30. But interestingly, he went inside the stadium. He hasn't come out yet for batting. Maybe he's doing some gym work or something like that, but he hasn't come out yet. And as we speak, the Indian team is arriving. Unfortunately, I'm on live, so I cannot, and it's inside the stadium and I'm outside, so I cannot capture the visuals. But for our viewers, the Indian team is just arriving. Um, See, as regards the craze, I was talking to Snehal Parikh, a Baroda cricket old hand, former secretary who is now the CEO, and is saying that this is a brand new stadium. This stadium would be hosting its first ever men's international ODI, and Baroda is hosting a men's international game after a gap of 15 years. Last time it was in 2011. That was also India versus New Zealand. And this is basically this part of the world. This place is very rich in cricketing heritage and culture. It is the place of the Gaikwads. Dattaji Rao Gaikwad, Fateh Singh Rao Gaikwad, Anshuman Gaikwad. It used to be a princely state during the days of the Raj. So now, uh, this stadium has a capacity of 30,000 plus, and it's sold out. Ticket prices, as Snehal Parikh told me, it starts from 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, and 20,000 for corporate boxes, 20,000 plus taxes. It's absolutely sold out. And some visuals of Virat Kohli arriving in Baroda and getting mobbed, the fan frenzy, it went viral on social media. Today, basically, we can say it's calm before the storm because fans are not allowed to watch India's practice, and there are adjacent practice arenas where they would be doing the batting. They would be doing fielding practice at the main stadium. But at the end of the day, see, uh, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma continue to be the lifeblood of ODI cricket. I don't know what the future, what lies in store for this 50 over format post Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, because there is no other superstar on the horizon at this moment in time. And one day cricket is getting sandwiched between Test cricket and T20s. So, from that point of view, let's see what happens. But come Sunday, this stadium would be full. And once again, this Roko mania has gripped Baroda also.
Nice little history session there by Shomik. He went back to the days of British Raj. But Shubhayan, when we talk about, and Rohit has also joined us from Harare, when we talk about Virat Kohli, Shubhayan, I go back to that video when Virat Kohli had played the Ranji Trophy game in Delhi, and there was this little kid whose video went viral where he went and asked, "What do I do to become like you?" And Virat Kohli said, practice or train twice as hard as everyone else is doing. And that's precisely what you're still seeing with Virat Kohli so many over a decade into his career, and he's still up there when we talk about hard work. And when you think of the 2027 World Cup as well, the kind of dedication that you're seeing from both Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, it's almost as if they are going all out to get to that point.
And yesterday also, Virat posted a few photographs on Instagram, and that happened after a while that Virat is posting about practice sessions on his social media platform. So it looks like he's in great frame of mind batting wise. He has already said in multiple post match presentations that he's batting the best he has batted in the last few years, and we can see the results as well. But more than and Virat, Rohit, their craze will be everywhere they go. Not only Baroda or Delhi or Jaipur, everywhere they go. Even in Sydney, we saw the kind of craze that they both attract. Not only Sydney but other venues as well. Everywhere you go, Virat and Rohit, they will be the cynogen of all eyes. And as Shomikda said after their retirements post 2027, how all the sporting bodies, all the national bodies, they will be able to, how they will manage to attract the same level of crowd, same level of frenzy towards ODI cricket. That is something to be seen in the future. But in regards to Virat Kohli, you can see his commitment. uh, Whoever is asking about his commitment, still I think they have their answers. 2.5 hours before the scheduled time, he's there in the stadium, maybe doing gym work, maybe doing his conditioning work. I'm pretty sure he has not been able to practice in this festive period. He was there back in London, came back to Mumbai, stayed there with his family, and now he's with the team in Baroda. So I'm pretty sure his fitness regime must have been a bit scattered. So look at his commitment. He's there 2.5 2 hours early before the team, and is doing whatever work he's doing inside the dressing room, be it gym, be it conditioning work, be it anything. But the commitment wise, it is their commitment, be it Virat, be it Rohit, their commitment is still there. And there is no doubt whatsoever that they want to push themselves for the 27 ODI World Cup and fulfill their dreams.
Rohit joins us from Harare. He's heading the Under 19 World Cup coverage for Rev Sports. And Rohit, yesterday we had a long discussion about India's playing 11 now that Ayush Matre is back, now that Vian is back. But from what you've told us, no Ayush and no Vian in the practice sessions today. What's going on? What's the latest update from India Under 19?
So actually, as I mentioned yesterday, also that it's kind of a rainy season here. It's a little bit of humid plus rainy. So it's going a little off and on at this point of time since morning. Earlier it was little sunny, then a little bit of drizzle around, then a bit of rain, and then after that again it's going on and off at this particular point of time. But coming to the practice session today, as I mentioned yesterday also that. They will be joining the team because they weren't there when Team India announced for the South Africa, the South Africa's youth ODIs. So neither Vihan was there nor Ayush Matre. They had some sessions in Center of Excellence, and when they returned, it was just this practice session only they can do at this point of time. Tomorrow they have a game versus Scotland. So what I am getting at this point of time, then that there is nothing to be worried about as far as they opted out of the this particular practice session because it's a lot of travel and it's a bit of jet lag kind of situation also, because you are almost 3.5 4 hours back. So it's quite like when you travel to England, that you feel that your mind is telling you that it's time to sleep, but the light outside telling you that it's hardly evening time. So maybe not new for these guys because they have already traveled to multiple locations now, be it England, be it Australia, be it South Africa, then here. So I don't think but for what I am getting at this point of time, Gargi, is that it's not very serious as far as Vihan and Ayush opting out from this practice session, because both will be the integral part. Obviously Ayush is the captain, and then Vihan, we all know that how consistent he was from that youth ODI series versus England. So number 3 for him, number 1 for Ayush Matre. A lot of eyeballs on them. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow that will they make it into the 11 or not. If they are not part of the 11, then there must be some concerns. Then we have to see that what will be the upcoming schedule for these Indian boys. But all eyes for tomorrow's game as India commence their under 19 journey, Gargi, T20 World Cup. Oh, sorry, under 19 World Cup journey.
Absolutely. And before I go back to Shomik, there are some questions here, comments. Pratik Jain is saying, I think Virat will definitely score a century. Um, Web of Taragi is saying this Ashes crossed 9 lakh attendance has been recorded. Insane craze for Test cricket there, and millions were watching digitally in India as well. Quality Test cricket never lacks viewers. Have Ayush and Vian reached Harare? Yes, they have. But Shomik, keeping on the Under 19 World Cup topic, like Rohit said, that there will be a lot of eyeballs on Ayush Matre and Dian, but at the same time, the big superstar in under 19 cricket, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, from this recent South Africa series that we've seen as well, you've also realized that there is a leadership side to Vaibhav as well. How are you looking at this under 19 campaign from the perspective of Vaibhav Suryavanshi?
Say, Gargi, my only concern about this Indian team, they are struggling to get over the line at the final hurdle. We have seen that at the Asia Cup also, they had a very good tournament. The Asia Cup was the final. They completely messed it up. You can understand they are a young team, young boys. They would learn from their mistakes. If you look at it, it's not only Vaibhav Suryavanshi. It's they have quality top down. Ayush Matre, the captain, he has already captained Bombay, no less. He has captained Bombay at the Buchi Babu tournament. So that's how talented he is. And the Bombay cricket sees him as the future captain. So you can understand how talented young lad is. At the end of the day, it's about handling pressure. It's about handling pressure. These boys should keep in mind a one-liner from Rahul Dravid. When Rahul Dravid was the under 19 coach and he guided the team to the world to the title, the World Cup triumph, he used to tell his boys, look, guys, you don't be concerned about what you have been doing at this level. Nobody will remember. Nobody will remember. Even if you score 300 in a game here, at the end of the day, your career would be judged how you are doing at the senior level. So use this as a stepping stone, and try to reach next level. That is the biggest challenge, because the that leap from under 19 to senior cricket, that is the biggest challenge, and how you handle that will define you. If you look at it, Shubman Gill, he did it seamlessly. Shubman Gill. But Prithvi Shaw, he was the captain of that side. He was the captain of that under 19 World Cup, under 19 team that won the World Cup. But Prithvi Shaw stumbled. At that World Cup, Kamalesh Nagarkoti and Shiva Mabi, two young fast bowlers, bowling raw pace, and we thought, and KKR gave them lucrative contracts also after the World Cup. We thought, we have the future of Indian fast bowling here, but that didn't transpire that way. So still a lot of they should just enjoy, forget about the results. Nobody, if at under 19 level, if they are not winning the World Cup, nobody is going to criticize them. Maybe there would be trolling on social media, but that's garbage. And as I continue saying, that social media gives poison a platform. So, but nobody with a sane mind are going to run down the kids. So just enjoy. This is a great experience. You lap it up, you enjoy. So that's the way they should. Be it Vaibhav Suryavanshi, be it Ayush Matre, or whoever in that under 19 squad, they just take this World Cup as an opportunity to express themselves and enjoy. Just one more thing, Gargi, I forgot regarding this thing. On the match day, ahead of the match, the Baroda Cricket Association, and this is also Snehal Parekh told me, they are planning a flag off featuring Virat and Rohit. They have got the permission from the BCCI, and they would be communicating with Virat and Rohit. And if they said yes to that, they will go ahead. All the BCCI bigwigs are expected to be here. Secretary Devajit Saikia, President Mithun Manas, the Cricket Association invited, and on top of it, ICC Chair Mr. Amit Shah, Mr. Jai Shah, I beg your pardon, Mr. Jai Shah is expected to be here also on the match day. So these are the updates from the venue.
Another update from Vadodara. I don't know if you guys know Rohit and Shubayan, but Shomik had a visitor today, an unlikely visitor.
Yeah, yeah.
Shubayan, you're on
Yeah,
mute.
that's the snake.
Did he?
That's
Did he?
no,
Oh,
no,
I
Yeah, I
thought
saw,
no.
I
That's
saw,
a
I
snake.
saw it
you
on
Actually,
video.
mentioned his name.
I no.
Oh,
Absolutely no fault of her.
oh,
I was intruding his space.
So he had a flag off with a snake today. So
See, Manchester
Yeah.
United fans being chased by a snake. God is there.
No, that is because No, no. The fact of the matter is that Shubhan up there at the top, and as because the club is broken and rotten from top to bottom, there are a couple of snakes
Was
in that club. So
was
that
there
is, I mean, that is eating up the club. So there is no problem. I mean, it is. You are right. It is well in sync.
was there any
All right.
counter attack from your side? The old Manchester United kind of counter
No,
attack.
no. Why? No, no. I am like Manchester United. I mean, I raise the white flag.
Incredible. Shubham, there's a question here from Pratik Jain. He's saying no matter what anyone says, Shubman Gill does not deserve the ODI captaincy. Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma have unfairly sidelined Hardik Pandya, deliberately keeping him away from the captaincy. We all know that it has to do with injury, but take it away.
But Hardik was never in contention for the ODI captaincy. He was in the contention for T20 captaincy. So you are mixing up two formats here. And regarding Shubman Gill, he's your best ODI batter in the last couple of years, 23, 25, both the years he was your leading international run scorer. Tell me the names who have scored more runs than Shubman Gill in the last year, 25 or 23. Shubman Gill in 3 years he has been your two times he is your leading run scorer. He has led the team with aplomb in England also. Everyone, not only here, but the former cricketers, England, former English cricketers, former Indian cricketers, even Australian cricketers, Steve Waugh, Adam Gilchrist, Ricky Ponting, everyone, you name the bigwigs, and everyone has praised Shubman Gill the way he led the team there. And you and I are not here to decide on whether Shubman Gill deserves to be the captain or not. Those who are in the power, those who are watching everything up close, those who know the nitty-gritties of the team, those who know the vision of the team, those who know how this team can be taken forward, they are taking those decisions. And I have said this multiple times in the past as well. This Shubman Gill, the future India leader, it was decided long way back when he was coming up through the ranks. They saw the qualities of Shubman Gill, and I, I'm pretty sure you have never met Shubman Gill or have watched him up close how he leads the team when things are not live on your TV screens on your or on your mobile screens. Uh, we have seen that to an extent very closely. Those who have covered India in the last year or so, they have seen that up close. So and everyone will share the same thing what I am saying right now, that he has led the team with aplomb, and he has every leadership quality that is required to lead Indian team. Yes, his form has not been great, and there's no hiding that. There's no denying that fact. His form has not been great, but give me one player who has not suffered from a blip in form in his career. Give me one name. I'll give you the entire history of cricket. Search Google. Give me one name. I am here for the next 12-15 minutes, however this show is running. I'm here. You can give me the names who have not suffered any blip in form in their throughout their career in the next shows as well, but you have 15 minutes to come up with the reply.
I think that was a good answer from Shubham. Yes,
I think
Shomik.
Samantha has an answer.
He's going to bring up someone.
No, 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 no. I'm saying that, I mean, totally agree with what Shubhan has said. But I believe that I feel that, and I shouldn't say I believe. I feel that in this particular series, Shubman Gill would be under a bit of pressure because uh, it the challenge for him to be in the right headspace. Just 15 days ago, just about a fortnight ago, he was India's T20I vice captain, and now he's not even part of India's T20I World Cup squad. At the end of the day, Shubman Gill is not 36; he's 26. He's still pretty young, and to just completely airbrush the fact that he has been given that World Cup snub, that would be the challenge for a young player. Um, I'm not reading too much into him not scoring runs into T20I cricket. This is a completely different format, but that mental cricket at this level is 80% mental. So the challenge for him would be to, and very, I mean, to his benefit, he will have Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma by his side, the two players, the two giants who have gone through so many ups and downs. Rohit can share his experience with Shubman about him being dropped for the 2011 World Cup. And he was almost on the verge of tears, right, at that time. And he sort of completely broken when Abhishek Nair came in and lent a hand around his shoulder, gave a hand around his shoulder. And then we saw the resurgence, the way he came back. And Rohit Sharma, and eventually he went on to become a legend in Indian cricket in his own right. So Shubman Gill, it is not the end of the world for Shubman. Not playing a T20 World Cup and T20 World Cups in every 2 years. So it is not the end of the world. The Shubman will have to, that challenge will have for Shubman in this series will be to be in the right headspace. And that is the main thing.
Absolutely. And also, I think there's just this some kind of joy that people are finding out of Shubman Gill not doing well, missing out on teams, not being named in squads. It's kind of getting really, really toxic here. And I think there was a comment here. This is it. I hope Gill scores big in the series. People target him unnecessarily too much. Rohit, what are your thoughts about this? Because if we look at the human side of all of it, the kind of hate that Shubman Gill gets for nothing. I mean, yes, bad form, but at the same time, does he deserve abuse for that? No, no, no player does.
बट इज दिस न्यू इन इंडियन क्रिकेट? मींस ये तो होता है, हिंदी में कहते हैं जिस जिस पेड़ पर सबसे ज्यादा फल लगते हैं उसी पर पत्थर मारे जाते हैं. सो इट्स एज सिंपल एज दैट. खाली पेड़ पर कोई क्यों पत्थर मारेगा? सो इट्स एज सिंपल एज दैट. बिकॉज शुभमन गिल have achieved so much, as Shubhanda was rightly said, not even in Indian cricket. Numbers are telling you that him, Shreyas Iyer, Rohit Sharma, Travis Head, these are some batters who have done exceedingly well in last 2 to 3 years as far as ODI format is concerned. And Shubman Gill will be right up there. I'm not talking about India, I'm talking about world cricket. World cricket.
Average of 60, strike rate of 100. What else you need?
60 plus of average. Come on. You are talking about a player who's playing, all three formats. Yes, there were, at certain amount of time, there were no T20 games for him because of that preparation for Test cricket. But apart from that, if you look at his career, it's not about that him not contributing well as far as ODI setup is concerned. So, given the captaincy thing, he started, where I'm sitting in this very, land, he started his India international captaincy. And I'm talking about 1.5 years ago. In 1.5 years ago, he was your T20 captain, starting from that Zimbabwe series. Then he became your Test captain. Then he became your ODI captain. He was averaging over 60. He was an important part of the Champions Trophy squad. The team won the Champions Trophy. He did well after coming back from that dengue in 2023 World Cup, and after that, tons and tons of runs all across conditions, bowlers, venues, teams, anywhere, everywhere. If you see, so I think he has achieved so much in last 1.5 years or couple of years that sometimes people also tend to get jealous about you, that why not certain players are not getting this and other players are getting this. I don't want to name any player here, but there are certain players around his age, some elder than him, some younger than him, not very much younger, but 1 and 2 years of gap, but they haven't attained half of what Shubman attained in last couple of years. So I think there's a lot of thing when you talk about why this specific hate is coming towards Shubman Gill. The answer is very very clear. जिस पेड़ पर फल लगेंगे लोग पत्थर उसी पर मारेंगे.
Shomik, a lot of people in the comments are asking about a BCCI meeting and if there is an update and what was the agenda. Was there a BCCI meeting?
It was just ahead of the WPL opening ceremony.
It's in Bombay from 2 o'clock. They had an internal meeting. Nothing. I mean, it is not. I mean, it is just an internal meeting at Cricket Center in Bombay from 2 p.m. So I still don't have any update what transpired at the meeting. If there is any update, you'll find it on Brave Sports. So no worries as far as our readers are concerned. Just one thing, I will take a minute, Gargi. Coming back to that Shubman hate thing, something in sport, and it is not Shubman's case is not something in isolation. Something in sport I find difficult to comprehend. I mean, why will you have to be a Cristiano Ronaldo hater if you are an unabashed Lionel Messi admirer? Why will you have to be a Shubman Gill hater if your heroes are Rohit Sharma or Virat Kohli, or you are a big fan of Sanju Samson or Jassi Jaiswal? Why cannot you enjoy both or all of them? They are, I mean, be it Rohit or Kohli or Shubman or Sanju Samson or whoever it is, they are playing for India. If they do well, that I mean that contributes to India's victory, India's success. And also it is not only restricted to cricket. It is everywhere in football. If you are a Cristiano Ronaldo fan, he'll say Messi is. I mean, he'll start hating Messi. I have seen that. If someone is a Messi fan, he will start hating Cristiano Ronaldo. Why can't you enjoy both? They are all-time greats in their own right.
And to be honest, in current scenario, na, all these young kids who create anonymous Twitter handles and start to write rubbish about any player and everything. It is more than their thoughts. It comes from PR agencies. It comes from digital marketing handlers who are handed out contracts to to post about something, to make something trend. And this is the sad reality of today's thing. If a 16-year-old boy is sitting at his home, he has 4 5 6,000 followers in his account. He will be paid 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 150 rupees to write two tweets about a certain player or about a certain topic. He will do that. And the tweets, the curated tweets, they are given to those Twitter handles just to copy and paste it. So this is part of a targeted campaign. And not only Shubman Gill, I think many players in the past have been under this target, have been targeted about it, be it Virat, Rohit in the past, be it other players in the past. This is a sad reality of today's thing, and it happens. It is a reality. So suddenly,
And
if you
I
see
sometimes, I mean,
hundreds of accounts tweeting about Shubman Gill and why he's an ODI captain, just sit back and think this is part of a paid campaign, nothing else.
like I
Mm.
have been branded as a Shubman Gill PR. I have been branded as a Shubman Gill PR on
We all
Twitter.
are.
I hardly check.
We all.
No, I hardly check. No, I hardly check Twitter notifications. Sometimes, when I just check to see if there is anything from my friends, because we have mutual following, Henry Winter, Oliver Holt. They are my friends, and I mean, I just check to see if there is notifications. And over the last 1 month or so, I've been saying that I've been completely branded as a Shubman Gill PR, and how much I have been getting stuff like that. Paytm pay 1 lakh रुपया प्राप्त हुए, stuff like that that I've been getting. So I mean, and I always see the funny side of it. The more the merrier. The
Rohit
more
and I
I,
keep
the
on talking about it कि काश सच्ची में
आपको
मिल
कम
रहे
मिल रहा है
होते.
शमिकदा? शमिकदा आपको कम मिल रहा
uh,
है? शमिकदा आपको कम
अच्छा
मिल रहा है?
अच्छा हाँ हाँ
He's the
हाँ
expert
अच्छा
in
कम
house, no?
वो कम मिल रहा है ना मेरे को, क्योंकि एक
We have to
नोटिफिकेशन देखा
sit together.
पेटीएम
We
पर
have to
एक
sit
लाख रुपया
together.
प्राप्त हुए. अच्छा अच्छा, तो पेटीएम पर 1 लाख रुपया प्राप्त हुए. अदर डे आई रोट समथिंग अबाउट ईशान किशन एंड ऋषभ पंत. Ishan Kishan and Rishabh Pant, and instantly I became a Rishabh Pant PR. My point was that how could you drop someone? How without giving him a game? I mean, he's such a senior cricketer. He's not a spring chicken like Ruturaj Gaikwad or Tilak Verma, who came into the ODI side as a cover, as backups, because Shubman and Shreyash were not part of the team, and they just came as cover, and they did brilliantly well. And that is the beauty of Indian cricket, that bench strength. And then we broke the story that Ishan Kishan is on the radar. But at the same time, I wrote that how can you drop Rishabh Pant without giving him a game? He has been part of the ODI setup since the Champions Trophy. And instantly, I became a PR, a Rishabh Pant PR. So, as I said, the more the merrier. By the way,
सब
one update
सब जगह से
regarding
पैसे
Tilak
आते
Verma.
रहने चाहिए.
Just one update regarding Tilak Verma, about it is related to the T20 series, as the BCCI release put it out that he is unavailable for the first three T20Is. Very likely he might play the last one. Very likely fourth is also not possible as things stand. But why didn't BCCI name a replacement? Because it was in the air that Shreya Shayyar, they might name Shreya Shayyar. But as of now, the fact of the matter is that at number 3, Ishan Kishan will bat.
Oh, all right.
Ishan
There
Kishan
is
will
a
bat at number 3 in the T20.
Yeah. There is a what do you call this? Super chat here. No players deserve trolling or hate. The problem is who claim to be cricket fans. We should stop worshipping celebrities. This celebrity worshipping is definitely a problem in the Indian cricket fandom. And if you're not worshipping someone, if you're at this point, it's just difficult to give your opinion on anything because suddenly you'll be someone's PR. And it happened one time that on Twitter I said something I don't even remember at this point, and someone just said PR, and this time did not even mention ki kiska PR. So I asked them, who is it this time? And I don't remember the reply either because I don't check comments anymore. But yeah, Weber was saying, Shomik sir, yes, you are a PR, perfect reporter.
Perfect. Wow. Wow.
Hey. Okay, let's take some more comments here. No doubt about Shubman's batting skills, but what are his captaincy achievements? If not for Siraj's spell on final day, the series would have been 3-1 to England. Shreyas has better captaincy achievements. Shreyas is not playing Test cricket, and the fact of the matter is, have you forgotten 754 runs from Shubman Gill's bat in the series as well? So,
He
I
is
mean,
absolutely right. He is absolutely right. I totally agree. If Clive Lloyd wouldn't have Joel Garner, Malcolm Marshall, Michael Holding, and Andy Roberts, West Indies wouldn't have become the world beaters. If Ian Chappell wouldn't have Dennis Lilly and Jeffrey Thompson, then Australia wouldn't have been the world beaters. So in that case, he is absolutely right. Ian Chappell was a terrible captain. If Imran Khan wouldn't have Wasim Akram, Abdul Qadir, and Javed Miadad, Imran Khan would have been a terrible captain. And Imran Khan, by this yardstick, Imran Khan was a terrible captain. So everyone, Clive Lloyd, Ian Chappell, and I am talking about the giants, the greatest ever. Clive Lloyd, Ian Chappell, Imran Khan. They're all terrible captains. What they achieved was through the players they had, and they did the trick.
all right, Rohit, final question to you. What are you expecting out of this under 19 campaign? This will be an important one. You could very well see your next, let's say, I don't want to say the next Virat Kohli or the next Rohit Sharma. I don't want to phrase it like that. But the next superstars for Indian cricket, definitely somewhere in that team, hidden in there. What are some, names that you are really looking forward to watch, except the more popular ones like Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Ayush Matre?
So as you rightly said, I think these two are already, household names in Zimbabwe. As I said in yesterday's video also, that the not, and this is not about reporters, not the Zimbabwe reporters who cover cricket. It's about the normal fans who just watch cricket and in what they are expecting. They want Vaibhav Suryavanshi to hit big. They were saying to me that if Vaibhav Suryavanshi will play the way he was playing, the way he's playing, India will definitely make it to the Harare Sports Club. That's for the final, they were saying, because there is one semi-final in Bulawayo and one semi-final in Harare, and then eventually two teams have to play a final in Harare. So the only player they were talking about is Vaibhav Suryavanshi. So as you rightly said, apart from that, and I am obviously looking forward to Vaibhav Suryavanshi, because this will be a very giant leap. Means already there were talks when he scores 100 in a Vijay Hazare, when he scores 100 in the youth ODIs. There were already talks that can we, see him in next couple of years for the Indian team's contention. Somewhere where we can say that is Vaibhav Suryavanshi the next option for India as far as T20 format is concerned. Let's start with the T20 then. But if this World Cup will be a huge hit for Vaibhav Suryavanshi, as was the case if you see his youth ODI after IPL also. In England he scored century, in Australia he scored some 70, 80, then in South Africa he scored 100, in Asia Cup he scored 100. If again this tournament will panned out like the way he wanted, 400, 500 runs, there might be again a lot of noise around his name, positive noise around his name, that can you escalate him as far as the Indian team is concerned. And then a good IPL after a under 19 World Cup to a 600 run IPL season. I don't think that anyone can after that can limit him to come to this side, of Indian team, and that will be also after the T20 World Cup also. So what will happen in T20 World Cup? Definitely that will be a part. But two good tournaments, this Under 19 World Cup and IPL, Vaibhav Suryavanshi will be all over the, all over the talk, all over the shows, all over the prints, digital, everywhere. Two players which I want to mention apart from these two star players, Ayush Matre and Vaibhav Suryavanshi, will surely be Vihan Malhotra and Kanishk Chauhan. Vihan was so consistent as far as that youth ODI in England is concerned, from there to now. And then obviously Kanishk Chauhan with that all-rounder skill ability. And one another player, that's Abhigyan Kundu. I'm hearing of him since last couple of years. And I was talking to someone in Bengaluru 2 years back. I'm talking about a couple of years back. And at that point of time, someone told me that he has certain work to be done in his wicket keeping. Apart from that, he's a wonderful aggressive batter. And for him, there's again this saying in Hindi, लोग लाल बहादुर शास्त्री के लिए कहा करते थे कि देखन में छोटन लगे घाव करे गंभीर. तो जब आप उनको देखोगे ना, अभिज्ञान कुंडू को, आपको लगेगा यार ये बंदा मार देता होगा क्या छक्के इतने बड़े बड़े. अभी मलेशिया के अगेंस्ट ही स्कोर्ड डबल 100, 200 उन्होंने स्कोर किया था. बट व्हेन ही स्टार्ट्स बैटिंग और जब आप उनको देखते हो, देन यू केम टू नो भाई ये तो खतरनाक बंदा है. So that's why I said देखन में छोटन लगे लेकिन घाव करे गंभीर. So these are certain players, and then the way Kishan Singh has been, getting back to his form from that South Africa series, picking up 7 wickets. Before that, Dipesh. So there are multiple players who can be the next big stars apart from Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Ayush Matregarki. So lot of players to look forward to.
Lots to look forward to this week. We have the WPL starting today. We have the Under 19 World Cup starting soon in a few days. We have also the India versus New Zealand series. So lots of cricketing action coming your way, and obviously we'll all be here to report. Shomik is in Vadodara covering the India versus New Zealand series. Rohit is in Harare, so he'll be bringing us the updates from India's Under 19 World Cup campaign. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have a good day.